But, yeah, not all families are going to be like that. I don't even know when or if I'm going to have kids. But if I do, I want to teach them to be decent people. No matter what religion or race or sexuality, whatever. Be a decent person to everyone who is decent to you. Still try to be decent to them unless they, really push your buttons. And they say atheists have no morals. Just want to be. You have to tell them that this is something they're going to have to deal with. But that there's hope. There's, if the internet's any indication, there's something for everybody. Everybody loves something. If there's something wrong with you, somebody's going to be obsessed with it. And that's not always just a bad, perverted thing. Some people are just lonely, and they have these certain things that they like. They don't know why. Just have a certain genetic disposition towards, sorry, more flies, genetic disposition towards recognizing that imagery as something they get excited about, something that makes them happy enough to possibly get horny. It's not under our control. It's not something we should be ashamed of. Those types of things. Being gay or having a foot fetish or, that type of stuff. It's all just in our genetics. It's the genes trying out which ones work better, which ones don't. If having sex with a foot does not produce babies, then those people would die off because they wouldn't know the right place to put the hole, to put their thing. So, and then, it goes the other way around too. Like if something doesn't produce babies, then they're not going to reproduce as much either. Those with the adaptability to know who are more inclined to put the penis into the vagina, into the undersection, tend to make more babies. And those babies will make more babies because they will also have that instinctual feeling when they grow older. And so it's not something that's under our control. It's why do men like boobs? Ask a guy why he likes boobs. He'll say, I don't know, I just like them. When really you just look at them and you pick them apart. They're a big lump of fat with hard milky duct things and a wrinkly knob at the end. But we still like them. It's just those of us who are more instinctually inclined towards mating properly with the other sex are going to reproduce more. But there are less of those who don't. But there are still those who exist because nature is still at a sort of semi-random pace mutating different things in different areas of the DNA. When something is better, people will tend to mate more with that better, what they think is better. The exact reason why people are taller now is because of evolution, natural selection. We, as a general populace, for some reason, tend to prefer tall people. I don't really have a preference myself, but it seems to be the general trend that I see. Like models or supermodels are always the tallest. Men, basketball players, tallest. As tall as good, apparently. That's why we were all shorter back then, and now that's our own natural selection within our own section of apehood. And it's natural. Homosexuality is natural. It's just one of the genetic variations. In the ways that I guess the bisexuals may just reproduce more, specifically, because they have the adaptability to, have sex with the opposite sex. The inclination in their mind that does not disgust them from their own gender, something that also is required sometimes, but put it backward sometimes, and only backward when you compare it to the social norms that us other humans have made up, just bullshit it out of our heads. Like George Carlin says as well. He's definitely an influence. So yeah, what do you tell your child? Do you tell your ugly child, or your homosexual child, or your mulatto child in a specifically racially intense neighborhood that they are going to be shit on pretty much all their lives just for being who they are? And to not worry about it because someone out there will love your exact flaw? Is that going to be enough hope for them? Are they going to think, oh wow, well later, in a couple of years, when like 1,000 years away, when I'm 18, I might find a guy who's interested in more than just big boobs? Because there are guys out there who love small boobs. I love small boobs too. I love small and big. I really enjoy pretty much all shapes and sizes. But I am an artist who's very visual. The visual shape of a woman makes me happy. I don't know why. I make up my own excuses, but I know it's just all in my head. It's just part of my instinct. If I didn't, I couldn't not like feet if I wanted to. If I really wanted to, I still couldn't ignore feet, women's feet. Good ones, not crookedy ones, but no offense to the crooked-toed people. There are a lot of people out there who love crooked toes. So again, that's something that we all have going for us. We are all worshipped in some way, for some reason, natural to ourselves, by some other group of people, sort of thing. Worshipped or attracted to, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's no such thing as perversion. Real perversion is perversion away from sexual attraction, or away from any sort of love attraction in any sense, other than, age and experience-wise. Adult and child is not to be tolerated at all. The adults should be castrated or female circumcised. That was the only time that you can justify female circumcision, is a female rapist of children. And castration for any male rapist because of men, of children or women, or anyone weaker than them. Should just get castration, because they can't fix it. But I don't make the laws. I won't be able to go out doing that. I'm not a violent person, so I'm not going to be going out castrating pedophiles, but I'd sure love to. Well, this rant sort of went everywhere. Again, well, not again, because I hope that you got something out of it, at least. If not, whatever. Comment, whatever, talk about, discuss anything that I brought up, if you feel so inclined. I'm interested in conversation. So, thanks, and Lime Green Squid out.